If you haven't heard the song Pandemic, Pandemic,
Right.
that hard trap record. So
Right.
he's like, I'm in here thinking it's pandemic mode, and then I started to make this beat, and it took this other direction.
Right.
Well, he's
Because
like,
you just playing
so he's
it.
like, well, obviously this isn't gonna be pandemic, but he still sent it to me,
Right.
and he sent it to me along with a handful of tracks while I'm riding in the car one day, and that dun, 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 dun. Man, this shit just stood out to me like a sore thumb, bro. Like that melody.
Right.
Woo, woo. I'm not woo. No, I guess I'm not woo, 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 woo. I'm not woo, woo. I'm not woo. I'm not woo, woo. I'm not woo, woo. I'm not woo, woo. I'm not woo.
Like I got way more than just hip hop in my soul. Just in my phone, it ain't like that. You know?
But I guess
that's just
and the reason why I guess it comes to this is the song topic. I mean, the name of the song is Provider, right?
right.
So the general consensus,
And that's what I was talking about. Her. This is 30-year-old music.
Right.
You know, I'm not saying you can't be 17, have a kid, be on your top of your shit, have a good young job, this, that, and other, and be a provider. Is not what I'm talking about. But 30-year-old music, it's a little more hits home for the more
Right.
mature.
So we'll break it down. So basically, from the beginning of the song Provider, which is me featuring Chris Styles.
Yep.
From the beginning, I'm gonna tell a story. Shout out to Godson who made the track. Couldn't make it tonight.
Fire track.
He actually
I
told
actually
me.
love
Well,
the beat.
well, we got in a conversation about the beat. Like first off, because I told him about the concept of the podcast, about how every time we shoot, I'm gonna shoot a video for a song. I'm gonna do a podcast that we can deep dive into the record itself.
Right.
And he was like, well, he gave me a story. Anyway, in his story, he said that, bro, like when I was making that beat, you hit me up about making the beat for the song Pandemic.
Type for destruction for any biome, like a category 5 level cyclone. Wipe a whole time zone off the map, cause the people wearing bullet blindfold, no survival. Wake up, stay woke, vaccines, say no, observe, take notes. You'll learn everything they want. Truth can be found putting boots on the ground, let's shoot a couple.
So if you haven't heard the song Pandemic, Pandemic, that hard trap record.
Right.
So he's like, I'm in here thinking it's pandemic mode, and then I started to make this beat, and it took this other direction.
Right.
Well, he's
Because
like,
you just playing.
so he's like, well, obviously this isn't gonna be pandemic, but he still sent it to me,
Right.
and he sent it to me along with a handful of tracks while I'm riding in the car one day, and that dun, 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 dun. Man, this shit just stood out to me like a sore thumb, bro. Like that melody,
right.
and that's how I came up with the hook. Just
Bills on the counter, can't be a doubter. Family beside you to worry about you. Must be a watcher and still be a rider. You are a father, you're a provider. With bills on the counter, can't be a doubter. Family beside you to worry about you. Must be a watcher and still be a rider. You are a father, you're a provider.
just da 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 da, and then turning those into words.
Right.
And
Well,
it came out as being, right, the song, the concept, the
Right.
provider, the deep dive, like that's hip hop. That real like this is real hip hop. This is what music
Yeah, well,
is real life,
that's what
bro.
it was built on, man.
Right.
Back in the day, man. Even before gangster rap, man, it was about storytelling. I mean, but being about real life shit, it wasn't about just out there thugging and drugging and fucking, and it was about having fucking influential music to fucking
Yep.
uplift to fucking before we started downgrading.
Well,
but
the hook, like thinking about the
everybody in this world got to work. They got to fucking provide. They got to feed their family. That's not something you just not do every day in life, bro. Like that's just every fucking day life.
Well, and to me, it is kind of like I want people to understand. It's a homage. Like, hey, bro, like you busting your ass every day. You busting your balls. It's not an easy life just to make ends meet. It's not a fucking easy life, bro. It's not easy. And people need to be recognized. And they're being destroyed today. The middle class is being shit on, bro.
Like a motherfucker.
Right. Like they getting the whole, and they want to destroy the middle class. And
They making it hard to provide now with these fucking gas
this song
prices.
has no political value to it at all.
No, it wasn't
there was
never meant to be that.
nothing political about it at all. But like the climate that we in right now, it speaks.
Right.
It speaks so much
it wasn't
to
never
that.
even intended for no political gain, none of that. It was really just middle class motherfuckers working to provide for their families.
And what people don't even see is that, I don't know if nobody notices this, is they're not going to notice this, is that you see us popping them crawfish. We actually shot that video a year ago.
Right.
That video was shot probably the end of last crawfish season. Those crawfish were probably just
really shot at the beginning of the pandemic. Like, really, right? That was
no, that was the
second year.
That's how long this bullshit's been going on.
Because I got that truck in 2020.
That was this 2 years. That was a year ago.
So
we was a year into the pandemic. That was the year after where we was actually able to have a crawfish ball like so.
Yeah.
Without the bullshit, Cause last crawfish season, that pandemic crawfish
that was
season,
the lockdown.
Yeah, ain't
season,
nobody you was doing it, but you wasn't. People was quiet about it. That's a whole nother
But I'm gonna
story.
tell you one thing about that fucking beat, bro. When I heard it, like, honestly, I didn't even know that one of your partners had done made the beat. Like, I just thought it was a beat that you lease, you bought,
right?
Whatever the fuck.
So
I mean, what I'm saying is the beat was good
beat.
enough to where, like, I was like, man, all right. And then I come to find out it was Grayson or whatever. And I was like, man, you know what, bro?
Yeah, you didn't know Gracie was doing it like that.
I didn't know. I didn't know. Yeah. So I was like, you know what? I was like, that bitch is fire. Bro.
And that's
like,
actually one.
It was actually, and it was the more that I knew that it was, produced from within. Then it made it. The idea of the song was even better then, because I was like, all right, well, this is homemade, built from ground up, right here in Saint Bernard.
Right.
The way music should be done.
Truth be told, is that's actually one of his first beats.
Right.
Since he's, like he's made, and he got away from it for a few years and then got back into it. That's actually one of his first tracks. Before he feels like, how you always feel like I figured it out. But you're always figuring something out. Right. That shit works. Never ends. That shit never
man,
ends.
Hey, bro, I figured this out.
Figured it out.
Then the next, like Cat Williams said, man, you see this weed right here? This shit right here?
Yeah.
And then the next week, he'd be like, man, no, this shit right here.
Well, yeah, but...
Because the real truth is, even as artists, producers, whatever you work at your craft, you're always going to figure a new alley, a way to do things. It's like, it's never ending.
You'll never
know. You'll never, even your top artists today, the Waynes and M's, bro. I'm telling you, still ain't checked that podcast out from M and
I do have to check it out.
I'm telling you, gotta check it.
So that's why they call it a craft. That's why they call any not even so much. Let's go back. I'm gonna keep this back into real life. Like any profession out there, from a carpenter to a plumber to a motherfucking electrician to to a builder, whatever you may do out there, it's a craft, bro.
You gotta work
and you
at
never
it.
stop learning. You will never stop learning. So when you say, yeah, you never really figure it out. No matter what you do, and everything y'all guys do is a
You
craft.
might have did something better than you did
right.
it the last time, but then you probably gonna talk yourself.
And it's really who
wrong.
this song is for. It's for those people perfecting their craft, working hard to perfect their craft, coming to pay bills. You perfect. That's what you do great.
and
You
then-
work.
and
You're
then-
busting your balls to pay the bills, to provide for your family.
And a part of the
homage
video
to your
is just-
struggle, man.
applying the song with providing, but also still having fun in life, with family, with friends, cookouts, fun.
Right.
Because the reason you're able to do these things is because you are providing, you are meeting the mark in life, you're doing what you
Right.
got to do. But at the same time, showing you that, hey, you still, have life outside of work.
Right.
Because we could have shot the motherfucker. I could have took it to my job, shot it in a fucking building like we just working. But but we having fun too outside of work.
It's a celebration. The song, the video is a homage. It's a celebration to the working man, the working woman, the working class, people
Right.
who are really doing the real thing. It's for real people.
Right.
It's real music. And I'll show you. We're gonna get into the comment section. Let's go. Where's my phone at? So here we go. I throw out a few comments out there. Pamela Stafford. Love that song.
There you go. Shout out to her.
Johnny Corleone. That's Johnny Cardone. That's who that is with the hand clap. Ray Elazar. We needed this.
There you go.
We love our kids.
Hell yeah.
Wait. Todd Steckman. Love it. Hard. When you get something from somebody like Steck, hard, that means you did a good job.
Hey, and let me tell you, actually, Chad was the one that reached out to Joan and was like, "Man, you seen the video? You like it?"
Right.
John was like, "Nah, I ain't even."
They was
seen
impressed
it yet.
by it.
And Chad was like, "Man, I actually like." I played the song for Chad probably about a year and a half, whatever. But there was party going on. Motherfuckers ain't really pay attention.
But
to
that
it.
video,
but now
that visual.
Right. So now it's like, all
Motherfucking
right,
visual.
I'm just sitting in the zone. Let me sit back. Man, you know what? Like that
Right.
motherfucker.
It's that visual.
Right.
It's that performance, bro. It makes a big difference. And
It is. It's different than just hearing and especially when you're hearing but you're not listening. Right?
Absolutely.
So, but when you sit down and then you think and you listen and you're like, man, you know what?
Right.
I like that motherfucker.
I'm like, the song's passionate for me, because like you to me in the verse, I mean, you can hear the story like that it speaks to people. You know how many people went through that experience
Well,
or
that's why
living
I
that
walked my verse
experience
the way I walked it from the eras of life where I didn't make so much right decisions to being the motherfucker now that is, fully responsible.
Right, now you got to own up to this stuff, and it's like, now you realize what you was doing. Right. You realize the mistakes you was making.
And to be honest,
and how much pain you caused others in the process.
And then on top of that, as an artist, when I listen, I'm not knocking or going back. I enjoyed all the music I've ever written and done in my past and love it. And I think I did a really great job at doing what I was doing when I was doing it. But then today is the more mature Chris, and I listened to the shit I was talking about then, which did reflect who I was then. It wasn't bullshit. It was who I was. And then I look at it today like, yeah, I mean, I wrote it good, but man, look where the fuck I was at in life. I mean, like, so much more mature today. You can hear the maturity of yourself through your fucking music.
Right.
That's how much I'm
absolutely. Absolutely. So, and that's that. Speaking to that is like what I'm doing now is, now that I have the ability to create, I got my own videos. I could do my own videos, create my own music. Like, everything I need, all the tools that I need to create the music that I want to create and actually express the artwork till it's to its best potential that I could possibly give it.
Right.
I have the tools to do it now.
And
so I can dig. So I'm gonna dig back. And now we can talk about this. Dig back. No, let me say, dig back into old songs. Right. Which Street Rock video is coming because we already shot it.
That was a good one though.
The song was recorded in 2010. But this holds for another podcast. I don't want to talk about Street Rock right now. I just want to keep it in to let you know is that. But you're right. But you go back to listen to certain songs like. There's only certain songs that I can go back and say, yeah, I'll shoot a video to that song.
Yeah, no,
I'll relive that song.
And I'm gonna tell you, and that's why I think Street Rock itself and the entity was actually, it's one of them timeless songs. Right. It's really,
and that's why we did it. But don't talk about Street Rock. That's why I don't talk about Street Rock because that's
just wait for the upcoming. That's how y'all do because it's coming.
Right. But what I'm saying is like I can't do that with every song. No. There's actually a song I did last year that I had that my homeboy Iceberg, shout out to Iceberg, just to keep this simple. It's like the song was Use Your Tongue. It was like this hardcore sex song that we did that we did years ago that I never even dropped the verse to because we were working on mixtape and then it got folded, but I still had the material, so I wanted to finish it for him. So I did it and I'm like, look, I did it, but I had to make it sound like I was me in 2010. This is not me in 2021. I let him know, like, whether it matters or not. It ain't him, But it's like I had to make it fit to what we got to what you got going on right there. And just to keep it, like, to go back. But I felt raunchy.
I know, and you know what? And you know what? That's like
doing it.
So the one thing I never do today. Can't do it, won't do it, have no interest in doing it, is like you never really hear me fucking running rap about the shit that I was doing. And like I don't really talk too much about everything that I did. Like I might use something that's in the past tense version, but I'm like not saying them things today. Like I just can't do that.
Right.
Like that's not who I am.
Me done walked away from the old me and my old ways. It done made me who I am today, but still had to part ways.
And to be honest, today I feel like I'm more on influential music. Like I'm more positive versus negative, where I was probably more negative back then than positive.
Right. And you know, it's the way you, like those past experiences, you could make a record about them. But when you hear it, but when someone listens to it, they can easily tell that you're talking about something that has been, not what is.
To me, at this point in life, it's almost talking about something you're not.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I mean. Like something that was, once was.
You know what I'm saying? So that's like, even if you was a fake ass rapper that was putting on a show talking about, let's just say, for instance, because they out there, bro. Or, I'm murdering, I'm killing, and I'm doing all these things. But that motherfucker ain't living like that. To me, that ain't got no substance in music, bro. Like,
it doesn't. It doesn't at all.
Bro. Come with some artistry. Come with some music. Right. You know what? If you're going to be real about you. Right. Or if you want to storytell about life.
Yep.
But be yourself in your fucking music.
Right. And that's why I say it's the day and age today. It's the day and age where people can be independent. People can be free. People don't need rules. They don't need someone telling them.
And they don't need to be coached about what they need to write.
Right. What they can't say. It's the day of the independent. There's no age. There's no rules. There's no limits. There's no laws. It's just freedom. And that's what we pushing here. And I want to express that. And before I let you guys go, the single provider, it's the official music video. It's out now. It's on if you love the song, you're gonna love the album Children of the Marsh Volume 2, the Exorhythm. There's more to come. But for all you who hadn't checked it out yet, here it is, the official music video for
Provider, baby.
Peace. Wait, 2 hands.
On the counter, can't be a doubter. Family beside you to worry about you.
a provider, and yes, I am a father. Never behind, my credit is rising. GMC 2020 Sierra riding. My music is bumping when I pull up on side, yeah. Changing so many lanes, my lane assist has a problem. Told you that direction I was changing, now I'm riding. Windows down with my wife and daughters right beside me. Don't walk away from the old me and my old ways that have made me who I am today, but still had to part ways. Family is my focus, and no, that's not old age. I graduated from a drug dealer to the workplace. Just sit back, have a good time. Old face and new rhyme. Feel like I'm Eddie Murphy, I'm trading place with my past times. No going back to the streets, I elevated my lifestyle. Everything that I've been through with them built me to be strong.
With bills on the counter, can't be a doubter. Family beside you to worry